What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Joey and I thank you so much for tuning in today. And I want to thank everybody who's joining me in this life journey, and also thank you for everyone who is subscribed and who tune in and who can take something positive from the videos and find something positive in these messages to help your life. I thank you so much, and I'm very grateful for that as well. So today I wanted to do a special reading for the 1111 portal. If any of you guys follow numerology, you know that a 1111 is seen as a highly spiritual number. For me, it's been one which helps you manifest things into your life. And it is also said during the portal you are able to work on blocks. Things are able to come up, you know, from the subconscious and to be able to be seen and for us to identify, so that we can work on those blocks that prevent us from manifesting success, love, and all those good things in our lives, right? So I definitely wanted to take this time because tomorrow is 11/11, right? So I want to go ahead and get this video in to see what it is that we might encounter during this portal, 11/11 portal. What blocks might come up for us to work on so that we could, you know, further move on to our success and be able to make the best out of this, right? Again, like I said, 1111 is considered to be a highly spiritual number because in numerology, the number 11 is considered a master number, and it is also associated with angels and the spiritual realm. So this is going to be a very important time for people, and like I said, it's going to be a very important time to and it could be also a magical time for people to, like, you know, remove those blocks out of the way. So today what I'm going to do is also, first and foremost, this is a general reading, so it may not apply to everybody. Take what you can, if you can, you know, and leave the rest. If it doesn't apply, let it fly, okay? Also, keep in mind and know that you have the power to manifest what you want to manifest in your life, okay? Today we're going to be doing 3 piles. First pile is the star, La Estrella. Second pile is La Luna, the moon. Third pile is El Sol, the sun, okay? So we're going to have 3 piles so you guys can pause the video. Why do I always want to say marinate when I mean meditate? I'm always thinking marinate. So I guess you can apply marinate on these cards, right? Marinate on the cards and see which one resonates with you. Either the star, the moon, or the sun, okay? And we're going to go ahead and get right on into it so you'll be ready for this 1111 portal, all right? So let's go. All right, if you guys selected pile number 1, La Estrella, the star, this is your reading. So we're going to see what things are going to come up for you during this 1111 portal that you could and should work on, okay? So today's decks, let me go over those. Today's decks we're going to be using is Queen of the Moon Oracle. We're going to be using Gaia Oracle. We're going to also be using Sacred Destiny Oracle. And we're going to be using Moonology Oracle cards. We're going to be using Sweet Life Oracle cards. And then we're going to be using Sage Oracle. Okay. And we're going to we have our lovely little tarot cards on standby in case we need some clarification. But we have so many cards, we might not even need that. So let's get started and see what we got. First from the, guidance. I forgot this one. Goddess Guidance Oracle card. So let's go with those first. We have Itchel. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Itchel. Medicine Woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. We have Kuan Yin, Compassion. Release judgment about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. We have Siege, Quiet Time. This says, take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. All right. And from the Gaia Oracle, we have the Temptress, Seduction, Deceit, a Broken Promise. We have Ocean of Eternal Love, Healing, Creativity, Fertility. and evolution, earth changes, climate change, transformation. So let's see what we got so far here with the first pile. Okay. Self-explanatory here. You are a channel for divine healing power. So at this time, this is telling us that this is going to be an important time for you to use your God-given power, your natural power that you have within yourself. Even if you don't feel like you have healing power, you might have it, right? Not all the time we're readily available or able to acknowledge or even discover our own personal gifts. You know, sometimes it's hard for us to do that, but this is going to be a time that you can use that divine healing power to heal things in the areas in your life that you need healed, to heal those blocks that need to be healed in your life as well. Now, one of the areas that you're going to need to focus on too is compassion, releasing judgments about yourself, about anything that happened in the past, anything that's going on right now, anything that you anticipate happening. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on love and light that is within everyone, even including yourself. So this is a time where you're going to need to let go of any judgments, let go of any old resentments, any old pain, any old disappointments, and anything from the past that could be causing you to have cause you to hold grudges and have resentments towards other people, even including yourself, even from the past things that happened that you might have made mistakes with, right? Any past situations you may have made mistakes with, any steps that you might have regret taking, or any actions that you might have regret taking. It's time for you now to forgive yourself and others, to let that go and focus on love. Focus on love for yourself and focus on compassion and forgiveness, right? No one is perfect. You're not perfect, and the people around you are not perfect. Anybody who you've come into contact with is not perfect, and you're not perfect as well. So knowing that, we also need to know that we should also be forgiving as well, because no one is perfect, right? So there's at no point in time that you would have been able, or the other people would have been able to be perfect and make the perfect choices and decisions within any situation that you may have been in. All right, so the next one, quiet time. Spend some quiet time alone. Think about it. Think about the past hurts and judgments that you have against other people and yourself, past disappointments, disagreements, past pain. Think about it. Allow yourself time to acknowledge them again. You know, sometimes when things happen to us in the past, we tend to push it, you know, deep down into our subconscious because we don't want to deal with it. We might say that we dealt with it. We might say that we're dealing with it, but we just push it out of the way, like sweeping it under the rug. But think about it, right? The dirt is still underneath that rug. So you have to pick that rug up and finally sweep it up and throw it in the trash. And that is finally acknowledging it. Acknowledging the effect that it had in your life, the part that you played in it, the part that the other person played in it, and forgive each person, including yourself, you know, so that you can move past it. Now, Temptress says seduction, deceit, and a broken promise. Somebody could have seduced you in the past. Somebody could have come with a promising offer, right, and just played you for a fool, right? It happens. It happens in life, you know. Sometimes we want people to be good, right? And a lot of times some people might not allow themselves to express the good that they have inside of them. They might do things out of being selfish, you know, out of their personal needs, right? And you're being asked to forgive this past pain. If someone did something to you, deceived you in the past, some sort of offer seduced you, and then the person broke your heart, or they didn't fall through with whatever they promised you, you're being asked to let it go, right? Because it doesn't help. Don't give anybody else power over your life, right? And when we hold judgments, when we hold grudges against people, when we hold on to pain from the past, we allow other people to have power over our lives. We allow them to have power over our emotions, over our thoughts, over our views. And when you think about it, if that person did you wrong, played you dirty, do you think that they should have the right, or do you think that you should give them the you should give them the courtesy of allowing them to have that much power over you? I mean, who are they over you, right? They have power over their own lives, not your life. So you have power over your own life, and it's your responsibility to take whatever power that you've willingly given away to somebody else or to a specific situation and take it back, because it rightfully belongs to you. And you're again, you're being advised to forgive the past, forgive the person, right? Forgive it. Forgive whatever happened, right? And let go of the residual pain that was left behind from a situation that may not have worked out in your favor, right? That might have caused disappointment in your life. Okay, the next one is Ocean of Eternal Love. And it says healing, creativity, and fertility. So this is also coming back to self-love, right? Healing yourself, allowing yourself to know that, hey, we all make mistakes. No one is perfect. I'm not perfect. The people who have hurt me in the past aren't perfect. The people who I have hurt aren't perfect. I'm not perfect, for hurting them. We all make mistakes, and you have to allow yourself to tap into your personal power. However that works for you, however that shows up in your experience. Allow yourself to tap into it, whether it be you using music to tap into your creativity, your healing power, whether it is singing, writing, any artistic expression that can help you tap back into that power. You're being advised to do it so that you can heal, right? You can heal, because with that healing, it's going to bring an abundance of love for yourself and for other people. And that's going to usher in a new time. It's going to allow your situation and the way things have been going to change finally, which I'm sure that's what we all want, right? And the next one you have is evolution. And this talks about earth changes, climate changes, transformation. So this could be around the time where, it's winter time where I am, right? So it could be around the time where things are changing around you, right? Places are changing, people are changing, right? If someone hurt you in the past, they probably changed and left your life or did whatever they did, right? So it's in your best interest to go along with those changes, to not go against any changes. Even you have to keep in mind that bad and good things, bad and good experiences in our lives, nothing is going to ever stay the same. So things are always going to stay this one way. It's going to just move and go in cycles, right? So you have to be cognizant of that fact that things move in cycles and nothing stays the same. So just as the same as nothing around you is staying the same, you have to also evolve and change as well, right? You got to move out of energy, move into other energy. So if you've been stagnant into lower energy, it's time for you to move into higher energy, and one of love, right? So let's see what we got. With Sage Oracle, we have attraction. We have morality, okay? So you're being asked to make sure during this time, make sure, because you have a lot of power when it comes to manifesting and attracting things in your life, right? You can attract good things and you can attract bad things. It just depends on what you focus on and what opportunities you take, right? And also it could be, for some people, it could even be, we could see the temptress, even with getting this card. We could see the temptress as someone. It could be, if it's not someone of the past, it could be a person that's coming to you now that you might need to be careful about. You might need to do the right thing, a tempting offer, a tempting something, a tempting person, or something that might not be good for you in the long run, and that might cause you to have to resort back to your morality. Check that moral code. Is that moral code set on due north, or is it set on due south? Is it set on your highest good, or is it set on more lower vibrations, right? You have to make sure that you are, when you're evolving and changing your energy and releasing those blocks in your life, you want to make sure that have your compass pointed to due north, because you want to do You want to think outside of your personal needs, your personal wants, your personal desires. You're going to want to think beyond that and think of the bigger picture. Include everybody. What's best for everybody, not just what's best for you. What is best for everybody involved? If I do X, Y, Z, is this going to be good for just me for the moment, instant gratification, or is it good for the whole group of people, right? So you're going to make sure that you're thinking about that when you're attracting things into your life, because you have the power to attract things and you have the power to release things or repel things or block things away from your life. So you want to be cognizant of what it is and what the quality of these things are that you are attracting in your life, because what you think about and what you focus on, that's what you're going to attract, right? So at this time, if you can, I know we all have our own free will. I mean, you might want to attract, things of lower vibrations. I don't know, or you might not want to attract that. So if you want to attract, if you want to get on that right path that this reading is leading towards or moving towards, then you need to make sure that make sure that a moral compass is on point, is on check, right? Because even though somebody's not looking, or even though you might be able to get away with something, in the long run, it might cause more events to happen, take place that you don't want to transpire, right? Okay, we have patience and we have darkness. Let's put those right here. Patience and darkness. Okay. Darkness also coincides with quiet time, because quiet time says take some time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. Darkness says the same thing. It's time for you to go inward and do some shadow work. Work on those things that you've pushed down into the recesses of your subconscious, so that you can finally acknowledge them and you can finally remove them without, do the necessary work that you need to do to remove them versus pushing them, sweeping them under the rug like we talked about, right? And you got to know that this might be a process that's going to take a minute, right? It's not going to be an instant thing. It may not be an instant thing for you. So in order for you to reach that goal with removing those blocks or getting past that old past energy, it may take a little time, and you have to be mindful of that and be patient with yourself, right? Be patient with yourself, because think about it. If something has been trapped deep down in your subconscious for years and years and years, it might take a little while. I'm not saying it's going to take years and years and years, the same amount of time that you had it in your subconscious, or you have not been dealing with it to clear it, right? But it could take a minute to dig it up out of the ground and to be able to deal with it, right? But the good thing about that is that it just takes a little patience, right? I'm picking up a little patience because as you can see on this card, right, you can see that there's a portal that's opening, right? And hey, it's 1111 portal, right? The portal is opening also. And so this is saying that you're there. You can see it, right? You're almost there, but it's just going to take a little more time than you may have wanted it to take, but it's right there, right? So don't be discouraged by, spending a little more time on it, right? You got attraction. Again, you got attraction. This is being mindful of what you're attracting into your life. You have the power to attract what you want to attract, and you have the power to repel what you want to repel from your life. So just make sure, be cognizant, and make sure that you're attracting things that are of value, and that's where your highest good. Nothing will come of this situation. And then we have, you're very close to achieving your goal. So nothing will come of this situation. I'm thinking, if you're dealing with somebody, if you're dealing with a seductive situation, something that is tempting you, an attraction that is tempting you, you need to be careful about that. You need to do what serves the highest good. Don't just think about yourself. Think about all the parties involved, and just go towards your highest good. If it's something of the past, holding on to that pain, it's going to be the same thing. That doesn't serve you, and it doesn't serve the other people involved either. From you holding on to things, holding on to grudges and things like that, it's time for you to release it so that you can move on and you can evolve finally, right? You're very close to achieving your goal. Same thing we talked about with the patience card. It's there. The finish line is right there. You just need to do the necessary work for you to, the last bit of work for you to reach that finish line, right? So don't be discouraged because you're almost there. Just do that remaining work so that you can, reach the finish line. All right. Okay, we have microscope. This is saying you need to take a full examination. A full examination needs to be done now. Don't just skim over the surface, but take a detailed look. Find the root cause of the issue. So with these issues that we were talking about, with old resentments that you might have, old pain that you might have had, and dealing with holding on to grudges and judgments about yourself and other people, you need to not skim the surface. I know, like with this patience card, we might want to hurry up and get it over with, right? But this is telling you to take the time and make sure that you really examine everything that you need to examine so that you could clean up everything that needs to be cleaned up so that nothing comes back to haunt you, or nothing remains there in that space, in your heart space, that could potentially grow and still cause you more problems. You want to go ahead and cut out that rotten matter, just like having an apple, right? There may be a little rotten piece on the apple, and you might just cut it off, or you might just bite that part off and discard of it, and then finish eating your apple, right? This is the same thing. You're going to want to cut that whole thing out. Instead of just leaving pieces of it or parts of it there, you're going to want to need to take a thorough examination and clean everything out. You have vai, which is water in Samoan. It says, allow yourself to be like water and flow. Go with the flow and let yourself be fluid and adapt to any situation. Show your flexible side. So yeah, you might be the type of person that you don't like to be flexible, or you might not want to forgive people. You might not even want to forgive yourself, right? You might be kind of hard in those areas, but this is telling you to go with the flow. Go with this process. Go with this change. Allow yourself to evolve, right? Allow yourself. You owe that to yourself. You owe yourself to have and receive something different than what you've been living with and living in, right? You owe it to yourself to do that. So yeah, allow yourself to flow with the situation. Go with the flow and allow yourself to adapt and change as well. Show your flexible side, right? Sunrise. This says life goes in cycles. Nothing lasts forever, not the good or bad times. Allow yourself to have faith in the new that's about to come. Rising sign. So yeah, you see the sun is getting ready to rise. The sun is rising for you, just like in the patience card. You saw through the portal, you saw the moon that was coming through the portal, and you can see the stars, which and the stars, to me, I'm getting like success and positive things happening in happy times, right? This is success coming through. And you got your balloon right there, like that clown from It. You got your balloon like Pennywise right there holding it. You're ready to step into your party, your celebration, right? Your finish line. You're ready to step into that achievement, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. So you need to, do your part so that you can reach it, right? You got ensalada, right? It says surround yourself with positive people, places, and things. It will have wondrous effects on your life. Try a negativity diet. So yeah, focus on the positive. Focus on positive people, places, and this is things that will serve your highest good. You're gonna want where your focus is. That's where you want your focus to be, right? When you're attracting things into your life, you want your focus to be on positivity, things that uplift you, things that are healthy for you, right? That's what you want to focus on. The next card we have is inner peace, and we have change, right? So you need to be open to the change, and also go inward and focus on that inner peace, right? Focus on that inner peace so that you could you can eradicate those old residual feelings that you had, so that you could foster a more peaceful environment internally. And this is, like I said, be open to change. Allow yourself to change. It's time for this to change. You need to focus on the task at hand. Focus on eradicating these residual energies that could be blocking you from success. Focus on it, right? Forgiveness. Allow yourself to forgive. We talked about that with compassion. Allow yourself to forgive yourself and forgive other people for what happened in the past. And abundance. This is the icing on the cake, right? Abundance. You're very close to your goal. do the necessary work you need to do so that you can arrive to that party in style, arrive to your party and achieve that abundance and that success that's there waiting for you. Abundance is waiting for you as long as you're willing to do the necessary work to clear this old residual energy. Yeah, I'm taking this as on the overall card here because you got Estrella right here at the star. That's success in itself, right? That is success. And 35 with the I Ching to me is progress as well. So if you do this, you're gonna make that necessary. You're gonna make that progress that you need to make. You're gonna move into abundance for yourself finally. Okay, so that's what's coming up for you in the 1111 portal. I hope that this resonates with you and you're able to use this information to make positive changes in your life as well. Okay, if it resonated, let me know. Like the video, subscribe for more videos if you like this one, and if you have any suggestions, let me know as well. Okay, I wish you all the best and make it a good one, right? Ciao. All right, you guys, if you have selected a segundo grupo, La Luna, the second group, this is your reading, okay? Also keep in mind that this is a general reading. Everything may not apply to you. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. All that good stuff, okay? So before we get started, we're going to go ahead and clear out the energy from the last reading. And the cards that we're going to be using today are the Queen of the Moon Oracle, Gaia Oracle, Sacred Destiny Oracle, Goddess Guidance Oracle, Moonology, Sweet Life, and also the Sage Oracle. Okay, and we're going to be using, I have some tarot cards on standby in case we need them. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and see what is coming up for you during this 1111 portal and what you should be working on and what you can be working on to help with any potential blocks that you have going on in your life. Okay, so for starters, we have Sarasvati, the arts. It says express yourself through creative activities. We have Abundantia, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. And then we have Solis, bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. Okay, so what I have here is that you're definitely going to be needing to, like this says, there's some healing that needs to take place. When it comes to bodies of water, okay, and I have a lot of experience with the ocean, of course, with the beach and everything. So what I do notice personally from my personal experience with being around the ocean, growing up around the ocean, right, is the fact that when you're around the ocean, you have a calming feeling that comes over your body and your mind, right? There's a calming feeling. It's you have a healing vibration as well, right? The ocean and bodies of water are very healing and cleansing. Even without you actually getting in the water, just being in the vicinity of water, large bodies of water, is very calming and soothing and relaxing. I can imagine, I remember being on just laying on the beach sometimes and laying down and staring up at the clouds and being at the ocean and just my mind just clearing of any worries that I have, and then there'll be a flood of inspirational thoughts coming to my mind, things were being activated, like the positivity, my dreams and hopes and aspirations were all being activated, and also allowing me to think positive or think about positive outcomes, think about positive pathways that I could take, think about, just thinking about abundance and what could possibly happen, the good things that could possibly happen in my life, right? So yeah, being near bodies of water is going to be very important for you at this time, because the universe is trying to open up more abundance to you and trying to give you more abundance. But the thing about that is that you have to be open to receiving. If you are blocked, and which in this case I'm picking up that you may have a block when it comes to receiving things or allowing yourself to receive, you may not feel that you're worthy of receiving things. I've dealt with that myself too. And I'm the kind of person who would just give and give and give and give and give, but I didn't allow myself to receive anything in return. So yeah, You need to have that balance, right? So you need to focus on allowing yourself to being able to receive. So that's a change, and that might be scary. It might make you feel vulnerable and things like that. When you're waiting on the universe to bring you stuff, or to present you with opportunities, or give you guidance to, move you on to success, but you're being asked to allow yourself to be open to receiving, right? And another way that you can tap into that and relax and calm down is to express yourself through creative activities. It could be singing, it could be creating things, creating artwork. It could be writing, just journaling, anything that is creative to you. It could even be, if you like cycling, you could like exercising. Maybe that's creative to you. Anything that is a creative outlet to you, that allows you to tap into that inner child, and allows you to tap into that, that the whole mindset that you have when kids have. They don't deal with as many blocks as we deal with when we get older, right? There's no blocks. Anything is possible. So you're being asked to tap into that type of energy, because there can be blocks in those areas. With the Sage Oracle, we have rejection, we have guilt, and then we have perseverance. So yeah, you might be dealing with issues with residual issues with rejection, right? You might have been rejected in the past. You might have experienced. We all go through rejection, right? If you live on this earth long enough, you're going to go through a lot of different things. And rejection is definitely one of them that you would experience in this life, right? So we all go through rejection, but it doesn't mean that we're all going to handle rejection well, right? And you can have issues with residual issues with rejection. You might have gone for something, right? It could be a goal, it could be relationships, anything like that. Person could have rejected you, and it could have been a job that rejected you. Something, you were rejected, and it left you with emotional scars, right? And it could also have left you with guilt, feelings of guilt. When we think about it, right, when we're rejected, it has nothing to do with us, and everything to do with the other party or the other thing that is rejecting us. It doesn't mean that we're not worthy or we're not good enough. That doesn't mean anything, right? It's just maybe we weren't that person's cup of tea at the time. Maybe that person knew they weren't good for us. Maybe you were being protected. Sometimes rejection is protection. It could be a number of things, but a lot of times it has nothing to do with us personally, and everything to do with the opposite, the one that is doing the rejecting, So you need to work out feelings when it comes to rejection, work out issues that you have with rejection, and also the guilt that you have that may be associated with that as well, or it could come from actions that you've done in the past as well, that could have caused you to have guilt as well. But you're being asked to deal with that and then bounce back, get back into the game, persevere, don't give up, revisit those things that revisit your goals, right? Whether your goal was to have a relationship or to come into union with something that you wanted, or you felt that you wanted at the time, or that your heart is telling you that you want, You're being asked to persevere. Don't give up. Keep it moving. One person says no, somebody else is going to say yes. It might be 10 to 12 people that's going to say yes, So you have to be able to develop a thicker skin and let some of that stuff go, so that you can, get your prosperity that's due to you. You deserve it, right? Next card you have is Thinking of You. And you have a hidden gift. Okay. So with Thinking of You, it says a loving thought, serendipity. So this definitely means that somebody is thinking of you, right? Somebody who you might not have been in contact with for a while. Somebody who you may have forgotten about. They haven't forgotten about you. This is somebody who's thinking about you. And it could be, you might not even forgotten about them. You might be thinking of them too, right? And this is sort of like, puts you in the mind of that, telepathic communication with somebody. Like you could be thinking about somebody and then they wind up calling you, This is those types of connections. So somebody who you're thinking about now is thinking about you. You might be thinking, hey, this person might not care about me, or this person doesn't feel the same way that I feel, about them. They don't feel the same way towards me. Or you could think that it's not possible, right? Because of what happened in your past. You've been rejected in the past. That could have been a major blow to your self-esteem, and it could have caused you to not have faith in, and developing other connections with people, or even having a loving connection with another person. Now you have a hidden gift. It says sadness and ending a new beginning. So yeah, you need to definitely come to terms with any sadness from the past, any disappointments or anything that ended in your life, right? You need to, like from a rejection, right? Rejection is an ending, right? So allow yourself to deal with those emotions, deal with that sadness, to release that sadness, right? If you gotta cry it out and get it over with, you know what I'm saying? And come to terms with it and accept what happened. It wasn't your fault, or if you played a part in it, forgive yourself for it, forgive the other person for it, and move on, because there's a new beginning coming up for you, a new prosperous beginning too. So you need to be ready for that, right? Don't let this past stuff hold you back from, from receiving your blessings and your abundance and these new things that are coming into your life. Now you got the unexpected blue moon. You got protection, waning crescent. Okay, so let's talk about those two cards first before we move on to any other ones. So the unexpected talks about, you see there's two people on the card, right? So it talks about somebody unexpectedly coming into your life, a kindred spirit coming into your life, to walk with you for a while, if not forever, just to walk with you, this is something that you weren't expecting. You weren't expecting this person to come into your life and to affect you in this kind of way. But this person is someone who is aligned with you, right? They're a kindred spirit. You guys get along. You guys are on the same page. So don't count yourself out. Regardless of what happened in the past, don't count yourself out. This person, there's somebody who's thinking about you the way that you're thinking about them. So you need to release the past for when this person comes in, right? You need to be ready for them, right? And you got protection. You're being divinely protected, right? Your spirit guides, higher power, whatever it is that you believe in, you're being protected at this time. So allow yourself to take this time while you're being protected to heal, Allow yourself to heal and allow yourself to trust that you can have love, that you can have abundance in your life, that you can have prosperity in whatever area that it is that you experience rejection and guilt in, that you are able, that you don't have to give up, that the race is not over. You know what I'm saying? The race isn't over. You can still get back into the game, get back into the race, and reach your finish line. Okay, the next card we got is New Moon in Aries. It's time to take action. And then we have adjustments are required, third quarter moon. Let's talk about those right quick. So yeah, it's time for you to take action. It's time for you to stop allowing yourself to wallow in self-pity if that's what you've been doing, or to allowing this residual energy to just take control of your life and predict your every move and keep you trapped and caged in. It's time for you to take action to break out of those negative feelings, break out of those restrictive feelings, so that you can move on to a better phase of your life, right? Adjustments are required. Simple as that. You need to make some adjustments. You can't stay in this energy forever. You need to come to terms with the energy and make a conscious effort to release those energies, those limiting beliefs that you may have, when it comes to whatever it is that you want to manifest, or you wanted to manifest at one point that you might have given up on. If it's love, yeah, you wanted to manifest a love relationship with somebody, or you wanted to manifest a partnership with somebody and you gave up on that dream because of a rejection. And there's somebody out there for everybody. You got to know that. Just because one person says no, it doesn't mean the next one is going to say no, Next card you got is bicycle. You may be a little rusty at something. You never forget how to ride a bike. Reach past your fears. Remember, you already have the skills you need. Just like we never forget how to ride a bike, you never forget you don't forget how to love, right? You don't forget how to be in a relationship or go for your goals, all that good stuff. You never forget it. I mean, it's still there. You might have been out of the dating pool for a while, and it might be kind of intimidating to put yourself back out there because you don't know what to expect. Things may have changed. Things may have, the dating arena may be a little different from when you stepped out of it, in the past. But you're being advised to know that, hey, you still got it. Don't worry about any of that. Just get back out, get back on that bike and ride it up out of here to your success, right? Don't worry about any of that. You are going to be able to, and you need to make the necessary adjustments required so that you can get back into the game. The next card you got is when pigs fly. That whole saying is like, yeah, this is going to happen when pigs fly. So this is that one of those when pigs actually fly moments. This card says just when you thought something was impossible, you find that it might just be possible. Expect the unexpected. Place no limitations on what can be. When pigs fly, expect the unexpected, right? You got to expect the unexpected is right here, so expect the unexpected. Just when you thought that it wasn't possible for you to find a partnership with somebody else, for you to find a love with somebody else, for you to be able to be loved or be in or whatever it is that you're trying to come together with, just when you thought it wasn't possible, the pig is flying on this card, right? The pig is flying, so that's just saying that it is possible, and you need to believe that it's possible, and miracles can happen, and they do happen all the time, and never forget that, okay? Okay, the next card we have here is openness. And this openness card is just talking about you needing to be open. You might have been closed off. That could be another block as well. Being closed off from new possibilities and new things entering into your life and allowing yourself to receive and experience new things. Now it's going to be time for you to open. And it just so happens that this is a nice, beautiful full moon. So that's telling you to walk in your power, to allow yourself to be open. Don't worry about not knowing things or something being mysterious. Allow yourself to be more vulnerable and open to experience more of what you've been cutting yourself off from. Okay. The next card we have is healing chaos. So this is telling you that there's inner turmoil going on in the inside, right? That you need to heal. There's so much abundance and transformation that needs to take place. And once you heal this chaos that's on the inside, that's coming from the past, you will be able to transform into a more abundant person and bring more inner peace into your life, bring more tranquility into your life as well. So that's going to help bring in more love and more even self-love as well. Love for yourself and love for other people as well. It's going to bring in more prosperity and bring in a more peaceful and more prosperous time for yourself as well. And then you have power. Step into your power. You got this. You just need to walk in your power and not allow things from the past to have power over you. You might have released power to these past situations and the past events that took place. You might have given your power to other people. Things that have rejected you in the past, you might have given some of your power to, and it may have put you in a weak position. When you hide away from other people, you hold resentments or you have guilt and negative feelings from things that happened in the past. When it plays on your self-worth, you've given away your power to people, and if you've given away your power to those past situations, what you need to realize is that is your power. No one else has a right to take your power because it belongs to you. They have their own power, right? Everyone has their own power. You're not obligated to give anyone your power. They don't have the right to take your power from you. So if you've given away power to these past situations and these past experiences and it's made you weaker, it's time for you to step back into your true power and take your power back because it rightfully belongs to you. It's time for you to heal, take your power back, and take control of your life so that you can live your life the way your life was meant to be lived, the way your path was. You have a path, right? You can't let things sidetrack you from your past. So it's time for you to regain your power and get back on your path and get back out there living your life, okay? So that's your reading for 1111 for this 1111 portal. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, like the video. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. If you have any suggestions, let me know as well. And I wish you guys all the best, okay? We'll move on to the next reading. Ciao. All right, you guys, last but not least, if you picked the third pile, El Sol, this is your reading, okay? We're going to go ahead and clear the energy out from the previous reading. And also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it may not apply to everybody. If it doesn't apply, let it fly, okay? And we're going to go ahead and get on into it. First, before I do that, the decks we're going to be using is Queen of the Moon Oracle, Goddess Guidance, Gaia Oracle, Sacred Destiny Oracle, Sage Oracle, Sweet Life Oracle, and also Moonology. And I have some tarot cards on standby in case I need to use them, okay? So let's get on to it. First card we have is Green Tara, Start Delegating. We have Yamanya, Golden Opportunity. And we have Unag, Easy Does It. Okay, so with this, first and foremost, El Sol, I'm going to read this as well. This for me is, good times ahead, happiness, success. It talks about things brightening up for you, when things were dark, it's going to be now brightening up. It's the time that comes after the storm, okay? So we got to start delegating. So it's like you might have been used to doing everything by yourself, It's time for you to open yourself up to ask other people for help, including, it says including me, right? So ask your people in the physical realm here and also people in the spiritual realm as well, like your higher power, spirit guides, ancestors, anything like that, because they are currently there to and ready and willing to help you. You just have to ask for the help. You don't get out of the whole mindset. If you've been in that mindset, get out of the mindset of thinking that you have to do everything on your own, and you don't need anybody else to help you. You don't need anybody to on your team to help you. But yeah, sometimes you do need help. Sometimes you can't do everything by yourself. Sometimes certain things weren't meant to be done by yourself. Certain things were meant to to have a team effort, right? If you have people there or you have people here to help you, it's in your best interest to accept that help, right? So don't be in a situation or mindset to where you feel that, let your pride prevent you from receiving help, right? So now help is available and it's within your best interest to ask for help, okay? You have Yamanya, Golden Opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So yeah, with these important opportunities, it's really important that you do ask for help with this, because that help that you get is going to help you walk through those doors. It's going to help you be able to identify those opportunities when they present themselves. It's going to help guide you towards those opportunities. It's going to help you be able to make the right decisions in regards to which opportunities to actually entertain and accept, So yeah, take that help. Easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So yeah, calm down, and allow yourself to flow. Allow things to flow at the time that it was meant for them to flow, right? Don't try to rush anything, because when we rush things, that's when things start messing up and things start like not working for us, or we just start making mistakes. So yeah, take your time with this. Calm yourself down and allow yourself to connect to your higher power, ask for help, and allow yourself to be guided. Go with the flow, The next card we have is Blossoming. And then we have Resilience. And then we have Faith. Again, we also have patience. So let's see what we have here. Okay, blossoming. Yeah, there's this is called flower moon blossoming, right? 33 is the number on the top, if that means anything to you. There's new opportunities and things coming into your life, right? Where things were barren, where you have struggled, now is going to be the time to where you're going to be able to work and move towards to seeing those things blossoming and grow around you, right? You've done a lot of hard work, right? And you're being asked to keep going, but calm down. You know, don't stress yourself out. Don't strive too hard. Get people to help you. Also, don't do everything on your own, because things are blossoming and you just have to keep going, right? But you got to do it the right way, right? Don't do it maybe how you've been doing it in the past. You could have been like trying to do everything on your own, right? One man show, a lone wolf. You know, you have to allow yourself to be helped. You have to keep going first and foremost, right? Because you're on the right path. Things are going to be blossoming for you, but you have to allow yourself to be helped, and you can't give up, right? You have to have faith that things are gonna be still continue moving forward for you, right? You might be used to just putting in so much hard work into a situation to where you don't feel comfortable slacking it down, or slowing it down a little bit, or even asking people for help and allowing them to help you get to where you need to go. But this is telling you to have faith. When you step into this new energy, when you allow yourself to open up and allow people to help you, you have to trust that you're going to be helped, and that you're still going to be moving forward. You're still going to move towards your dreams and your goals that you have set for yourself, because that is what's going to happen, right? It's just one of those situations to where one of the key ingredients is it involves you trusting and having faith and allowing people to help you, you know? And you're also being asked to have patience, right? You're almost there to your goal. This blossoming is definitely almost here for you, right? You just have a little ways to go, a couple of more like tests, right? And like I said, one of the tests could be for you is to not being so much in control, not feeling that you have to do every single thing you're on your own. I know sometimes we have a mindset to where we say, if you want something done right, do it yourself. But sometimes we have to allow people to help us too. And this is one of those times you're gonna have to allow yourself to be helped as well. And like I said, it could be getting help from people in the physical realm, or getting help from people in the spiritual realm. So always know that you have that option as well, and you could, whichever resonates with you, or whatever you believe in, you can just go with that and ask for the help that you need. Next card you got is infatuation, and you got visualization. So there might be something that you are infatuated by. It could be a person, it could be an opportunity, a place, a thing, anything, right? Something has got your attention, and something is stirring up those heart feelings, right? This is just like the initial crush stage, right? Something has got your attention, and you're being advised also to allow yourself to use your mind, use your power, use your creative visualization power that you have inside of you and if you can't do it, if you have issues and problems with it, ask for the help that you need, so that you could allow your mind to tap into the dreams, and allow yourself to see what you want to happen and what you want to manifest, right? So you're being advised to tap into your creative visualization power and allow yourself to see and feel how it is, or how it's going to feel once whatever you want to happen blossoms and come to fruition, right? Allow yourself to feel and see that. Do guided meditations. Do listen to some soft music and do visualizations. Get it, whatever helps you. Go into nature and then close your eyes and visualize, and then allow yourself to feel, how it feels to reach that goal that you want to feel, and allow yourself to step into that space. Step into that step into that emotional space to how you would feel once you have whatever it is that you want to have accomplished, right? The next card you have is illumination, and then you have flow. So, okay, with illumination, this card is telling you that you have ancestors, you have spirit guides, you have the higher power, you have God, you have whatever it is that you believe in, spirit guides, angels. You have all these things around you, all these energies and spirits around you that are there to help you, that are there to guide you to where you need to go so that you could reach the finish line and you can take advantage of this opportunity or be guided towards this opportunity here to receive that abundance that you want to have in your life, right? You have that. And this coincides with, which card was that? Which card were we talking about? Okay, Green Tara, asking for help, right? We talked about that. You have the help that you need around you, but you just need to ask. You're being divinely guided. You're being asked to flow with it, right? Go with the flow. Flow with it. Flow with this divine guidance and protection that you have right now. Flow into this safe space that you have that's being presented to you right now. Flow into that energy so that you could be guided, and you have to trust and have faith. Trust and believe that you're going to be guided and that you're protected and you're still going to be moving towards your goal. You know, allow yourself to be helped. Allow yourself to be guided because you have that that help that's around you, and that protection and that spiritual protection, that spiritual help that's around you that wants to guide you towards your goals, you know? So you have that there. So it's up to you whether or not you want to allow yourself to open up to take advantage of the additional help that you have around you. Why not? If you have it, then why not, right? Because if it's going to get you to the finish line, then why not take advantage of it, you know? The next card you have is Tree of Life. And then you have Reflection. Okay, so let's talk about Tree of Life here. Tree of Life says fertility, creativity, destiny, and magical blessings. So yeah, just like we were talking about asking for help with Green Tara, and then also illumination, talk about all the spiritual help that you have, spiritual guidance you have that's readily available to help you and assist you at this time. This is a magical blessing. This is your destiny even, you know? You're meant to step into this power. You're meant to step into this flow. You're meant to be guided at this time. You're meant to be guided towards your goals and towards success. You're meant to. So, like I said, it's in your best interest to flow with this energy, to use it to your best advantage, to ask for the help that you need and flow within it, because it's the path that you're meant to be on, and it's up to you whether or not you allow yourself to go along that path and go and seek out your destiny and take advantage of these magical blessings that are around you at this time. Also, you have reflection, illusion, self-examination, and distortion. You're being advised to also, because with this card, it's saying that you might have issues with illusions, like not seeing things for what they really are. Excuse me. Not seeing things for what they really are. And being that I got like an itch in my throat, it could also mean that people, outside influences, outside factors were affecting that also. People could have been telling you things that weren't true about yourself. People could have been telling you that, no, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't have this, or in order for you to achieve this, you got to do X, Y, Z. People might have been also distorting your views on life or your own life and what was possible for yourself and what you could achieve and how you had to go about achieving that. People could have done that as well. So you're being advised to actually, because think about it, right? That is actually programming, right? That is the way that we're programmed from our childhood, right? We're programmed that, hey, things have to go a certain kind of way, and if they don't go this way, you're not going to achieve anything. This is possible, that's not possible, blase, blase, right? You're being advised to break down that programming. Break down what you've heard from other people and take a real self-examination and really truly see what is real and what is not real, what is true and what's not true, you know, for you in your life. right? Because just because somebody else told you, hey, this is not possible for you to do XYZ, it doesn't mean it might not be possible for them, but it might very much so be possible for you. So you can't live your life and make judgments based off of what other people say or what other people tell you is possible and what's not possible. You have to find the search and find out what's true for yourself. Do that self-examination to see what limited beliefs you have about what you can accomplish, and ask yourself and see if they're real or not, because it might not be real. You need to really take some self examination on that and see what is real and what is not real, because I get the feeling that there's a lot of stuff that you've been told and you've been taught that aren't necessarily true. So next card you got is it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. And you got nothing will come of the situation, void of course moon. So let's talk about full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. You could be having negativity from the past, from people, telling you what you can and what you can't do, what was possible and what was not possible. It's time for you to release that, because those things are not of you. They're not of your true nature. It's time for you to let that go, because let's say if you were to grow up, right, and you didn't have people telling you XYZ, programming you and telling you how to think, how to feel, or what to believe in, or giving you a certain set of programming that affects you to this day, you might have gone a completely different path. You might not have the blocks that you currently have. You might have been able to accomplish so much more in your life if you didn't have that early on programming, so this is telling you it's time for you to dig all that up, and time for you to see the real, see what's real for you, not what's not what's real for other people and their life experience, but what's real and true for you and your life experience. Nothing's going to come of the situation if you keep holding on to that negativity. You're going to just keep yourself stuck into that prison, that limiting space, and nothing is going to happen. So it's time for you to release it and let it go. Next card you have is veggies, and you have pizza, food, right? Must be time to eat, right? Pizza and some salad. So let's start with veggies. It says this situation may not seem the most appealing, but it's very beneficial, nutritious, and healing. Be thankful and see the overall benefits it provides. Yeah, you might be thinking, man, I don't have time for this. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm just going to go about my way. I know what I'm doing. Whoever taught me, whatever they taught me, knows what they're doing. X, Y, Z, blah, blase, blase. But this is telling you that even though the situation might not look appealing, or you might not want to do that work, or you might not want to put your faith in the spiritual realms or your ancestors or your guides at this time, is that it's very beneficial for you to take advantage of this situation that's presented to you right now. It's going to work out to your advantage, so you don't want to miss out on this opportunity, this golden opportunity that's here for you now. You have free will. You can do what you want to do, right? I mean, at the end of the day, when you get readings, it's you're advised to get the reading, take it, apply it to what you need to apply it to, and then you make the final decision, right? So it's always up to you at the end of the day, right? But hey, if you can get some advantage out of something, why not take advantage of it, right? And pizza says there's always enough to share. Life is abundant, whether it's a supreme or plain cheese. I could use a pizza right now. There's always enough for us all to get a piece of the pie. So yeah, you might be dealing with a competitive nature. Maybe life has made you competitive. Maybe you were taught to be competitive. You were taught to not share. You were taught to hold on to what you have, and it's kind of like dealing with a lack mindset. You hold on to things because you think that there's not enough, or you want to outdo other people, compete with other people. It's time to let all those that mindset go, and for you to realize and know that life is abundant. There's always enough to go around. There's always enough money. There's always enough jobs. There's always enough clothes. There's always enough jewelry. There's always enough cars. There's always enough opportunities in life. you know, for everybody to have a piece of the pie. So you don't have to ever think and feel that you have to compete with other people, one up other people, outshine other people. Because I know I have a friend who grew up in a household where her grandmother told her, always told her to make sure that you're the smartest person in the room. Wherever you go, make sure that you're the smartest person. And I tell you, her grandmother did her a disservice, because that has made her hella annoying. When I say hella, I mean, I hate to say this, but it is what it is, right? It made her hella annoying to the point where you can't even have a conversation with this girl, because that conversation turns into a debate, and she tries to be condescending and make it seem like she knows everything there is to know about everything, and she tries to argue you down and tries to prove the point that she knows everything and you know nothing, right? And that is hella annoying, right? That comes off as annoying. And I hope that's not you. I hope you're not around here annoying people with that kind of mentality. But it's just to say is that you don't know everything, right? You gotta live your life knowing that there's always gonna be something for you to learn. And you gotta always know that it's okay for everybody to be successful. It's okay for everybody to have something. It's okay for everybody to have opportunities. It's okay for everybody to win at life. It's okay. There's enough for everybody to have something. There's enough to go around. There's an abundant flow of everything, right? So it's time for you to relax and just focus on yourself. Don't worry about any outside influences. Allow yourself to flow, flow so that you can take advantage of what's blossoming for you in your life right now. Okay, so that was your reading. If it resonated, let me know. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. If you have any suggestions, let me know as well. And I wish you all the luck during this 11/11 portal, okay? And luck from this 11/11 portal and beyond, okay? All right, so take care. Ciao.